The origins of the Palace of Versailles trace back to a simple hunting lodge built by King Louis XIII in 1623. Located just west of Paris, the site was initially seen as an unworthy location for a royal residence. However, when Louis XIV became king, he embarked on an ambitious project to transform the hunting lodge into a grand palace that would serve as the seat of French power and the center of French art and culture. Over the next several decades, Versailles underwent an extensive construction process overseen by a team of renowned architects, landscape designers, and artists. This included encasing the original hunting lodge in an opulent Italianate facade, adding the iconic Hall of Mirrors, and expanding the palace to accommodate the king's court and government. The sheer scale and grandeur of the final result made Versailles a marvel of 17th-century architecture and design. As the de facto capital of France, Versailles played a crucial role in the politics and culture of the kingdom. Louis XIV used the palace to project his absolute power, hosting lavish festivals and receiving foreign dignitaries. The court at Versailles attracted the nobility, who vied for the king's favor and patronage. The palace also became a hub for the arts, with renowned artists like Lebrun decorating the interiors. In the 19th century, Versailles went through a transformation. After the French Revolution forced the royal family to flee the palace, it was repurposed as a museum of French history by King Louis Philippe. Later, the palace served as the site for the signing of the Treaty of Versailles that ended World War I. Throughout this period, efforts were made to restore and preserve the palace's architectural and historical significance. In the modern era, Versailles has continued to serve important political and ceremonial functions for France. The French Parliament gathers at the palace to amend the constitution, and the palace hosts state visits and other high-profile events. Meanwhile, the palace and its expansive grounds have become one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world, drawing millions of visitors annually to marvel at its grand scale and rich history. The architecture of the Palace of Versailles is a masterpiece of French Baroque design, combining elements of classicism and Italian Renaissance style. The palace's U-shaped layout centers around the iconic Hall of Mirrors, a 73-meter-long gallery clad in marble and adorned with 17 mirrors facing 17 arched windows. This opulent space was used for grand receptions and formal events. Beyond the main palace, the royal apartments and state halls showcase the lavish lifestyles of the French monarchs. The king's and queen's apartments feature extravagant decor and furnishings, as well as works of art commissioned by the royals. Other notable spaces include the Royal Chapel, the Royal Opera, and the Hall of Battles, which displays paintings commemorating French military victories. The Palace of Versailles is surrounded by an expansive estate that includes beautiful gardens, satellite structures, and even smaller palaces like the Grand Trianon and Petit Trianon. The formal French gardens, designed by landscape architect André Lenotre, feature meticulously landscaped paths, fountains, and sculptures. Subsidiary buildings like the Grand and Petite Écurie stables and the Orangery complement the grandeur of the main palace.